Welcome to Show Me No Hate. Today we write an American story, but it is also a story of mourning.
This rally is an international response to a decision made in a state 2,000 miles away.
I woke up this morning and I was pretty sick and tired of being sick and tired.
We felt like we were punched in the stomachs. Punched after working so hard on a fight we thought we could finally let go. And I felt angry. We all feel angry.
Because we were defeated by the powers of ignorance and we were defeated by the powers of fear for that night. But that night only. Because starting the very next morning, something began to change. And all those people that we were calling were gathering together. And the emails were coming and the phone calls were happening. And what we're seeing today was beginning. Today is the moment for the rebirth of a grassroots national LGBT rights movement. And you are part of it, St. Louis.
We need black people and white people, young people, old people, men and women, and yes, gays, lesbians, bisexuals, transgender, straight people. Working together to unite around a common mission of making St. Louis a better place for everyone.
And this is not that moment when we get so angry that we cannot move. Yeah. This is that moment when we channel our energy and we get active people.
What I saw really was an example of someone taking disappointment and anger and turning it into action.
Hold on to that energy. Grow that energy.
We have to get stuff done.
This country has come such a long way. We have to stop the hate and the ignorance. We need to educate people.
Heterosexuals are not the enemy. Homophobia is.
We've often gotten it wrong, but we've eventually gotten it right.
This isn't about receiving special rights or privileges. This is about love. My parents have been together for over 17 years, and throughout all the hardships, they've had their love to fall back on. I know gay couples who have been together just as long or longer and love one another just as much as my mom and dad love one another. The only difference is that my parents' love is recognized as valid.
This isn't about gay rights. See, that's how they separate us. They separate us by calling things gay rights, immigration rights, black rights, women rights. It is all human rights. It is about... and to have the liberty to become and determine your own destiny and to marry whomever you want to marry.
My inalienable right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness has been violated. Because isn't marriage considered pursuing happiness?
Governments are instituted not to take them away, but to secure them, and that's why we're here today.
Equality and justice and fairness can occur every single day.
While there are, without a doubt, mean and hateful people in politics these days, we all have a reason to believe change is on its way.
And nothing can defeat justice. Nothing can hold us back when we stand on justice, on truth.
We're not giving up. We're going to fight. Yes, we can.
They say it's not one of equality, and that this is not about freedom, that somehow we, you, do not matter. I say I matter. You matter. We matter.
Great and small, there were gay men and lesbians who were active in founding the United States of America.
Gay men and women serve throughout city government in all different positions, including as top members of my staff and cabinet, and I'm very proud of that.
LGBT folks are the sons and daughters of every race, every creed, every ethnicity, every class, every nationality, every political persuasion.
We are poor, middle class, and rich. We're black, white, Latino, Asian, and of mixed race. We are lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer.
am proud, I am Latina, I am out.
Your being here today demonstrates that these policies driven by cold hearts will have to change.
Shouldn't we just be glad that people love one another enough to be willing to spend time with each other, to be willing to make that commitment and say, I want to be with you.
Woo! We have stood on the side of love for as long as we can remember.
We have the most powerful force in the history of creation on our side, the power of love.
At 1 o'clock across this country, at the same time, they asked that we have a moment of silence for all those people that could not marry, that married and were told that they're no longer married. For those people who have parents who were told that their parents are no longer married. For those partners who lost their loved one and got nothing. A moment of silence.
Greetings from Metropolitan Community Church of Greater St. Louis. And I want to say that for 40 years, we have told the gay and straight community that God loves you just the way you are, as you are.
My faith tradition and the God that I worship stands for an unbounded, unconditional love that affirms same-sex marriage. Perhaps if I hadn't lived the life experience that I lived, I wouldn't be so ready to give.
Every moment requires allies.
Never underestimate who stands with us.
We're here to support the principle of equal protection under the Constitution, to encourage democratic ideal of civic engagement and reinforce the importance of being able to respectfully protest when those principles and ideals are threatened.
If we look to the future, and if we continue diligently to fight for what we know is right, and to fight for our human rights, we will receive those human rights.
I look forward to a day not too far in the future when the theme of this group isn't show me no hate, but show me with pride.
Today, in over 100 cities, we have hit 1 million protesters! Coast to coast!
The world is watching and listening to what we are doing today. Let's keep going. Thank you.